So in the video I just uploaded about Winnipeg and Boston and stuff, I'll link it here if I remember it. I was also looking on Google Maps and I was like, huh, there's that town, Churchill, in North Manitoba. I think it would be kind of cool to go there. And so I did a bit of research. If I were to take a trip up there with one other person, it would be like probably $2,500 total. Because the only way to get there is via train or plane. Accidentally flicked myself in the face, like. And the train I checked is when it goes to Winnipeg. There are no roads, just the train. And so if I were to go there, I'd have to drive all the way up to Winnipeg, which would be like 3.5 hours, then take a train that would take a day and a half. All for going to a town that is tiny, smaller than the town I currently live in. But honestly, I would love to do that. I have never been on a passenger train. I've been on a subway, and that was it. And I like trains. And I imagine the Canadian landscape in Manitoba would be pretty cool. I think it also passes by Lake. Sorry, cut out there. I think it passed by Lake Winnipeg too, if I'm not mistaken. Which Lake Winnipeg is freaking huge. Like, to put in perspective how big Lake Winnipeg is, the distance from where I live to Winnipeg is smaller than the distance from the south side of Lake Winnipeg to the north side. It's kind of crazy to me. But I'd kind of want to experience, like, I remember years ago when I was in, like, elementary school, I would stare at maps and just want to go to, like, the Hudson Bay, and Churchill is on the Hudson Bay. But I'm also curious what Churchill would be like during the summer. I imagine it'd be probably as cold as winter is here. So I was talking with my mom about it, and she did, normally when I bring up ideas, she's like, yeah, no. But this time she didn't say no, so maybe I'm going to Churchill or something this summer. I really hope so. I want to go on more trips. And I've never been that far north before. Despite the fact that I live in Minnesota, I've only been to Manitoba and the Bahamas. That's the only places outside the US I've been. I could have gone to Mexico if it weren't for a couple of reasons. A, I was sick and I didn't have a passport at the time too, because I was in a town close to the Mexican border. But yeah, if I were to go all the way up to Churchill, then I could fulfill my childhood dream of going to Hudson Bay. I was a weird child. Recently, I've just been staring at a bunch of maps, so